again. Got distracted there, so we got some more to sharpen. Exactly. Vacuum some of the dust up first. I still see the damage on that inside line. About got it. Well, I moved this over a little bit, huh? Let's see. Can y'all see that better? So we're sharpening a bunch of surgical tools for a veterinary clinic. So the clinic brought me more than 80 pieces to sharpen, so it's going to take me a couple days to get them all done, but they're closed until Monday. $138 people watching. I appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. Happy New Year. Oh, all of these are very damaged. Very dull. And what I'm trying to do is get this, I can see the damage along this edge in the light. I've got different lights shining all around me here. If I see any refraction of light, that's damaged material. I have to take that material out for these scissors to cut very clean. I think I've got that edge looking pretty good right now. So then I'm gonna, hey Jim, I'm back again. I sharpened a bunch of knives and then I came back. So I'm gonna go back to my deburring machine and take the burr off of this. So somebody came and had some knives, and so I sharpened them real quick. Well, these weren't cutting at all. Let's see if they cut now. And they do. They cut great. Make sure they cut at the tip. Then of course I'm going to try this is flat dental floss. I want to make sure they cut, and they do. There's another pair done. So these don't look like they've been sharpened before. Looks like they're just worn. So let's see if they cut the nitrile glove. And they don't. They push. So they cut, but they're just not sharp. They're not crisp. Hey, I appreciate that 778. Appreciate the support of my little channel. It does help our business out. Okay, so these have not been sharpened before, so they've got a little bit better angle on it than those other ones. So we are sharpening surgical tools, surgical scissors for a veterinary clinic. I've got about 80 different tools to sharpen over the next couple of days. Okay, these are not bad. So we got a clean edge fairly quickly here. Oh yeah. Nice, got a nice burr on that one. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, and if you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. Your support of our YouTube channel does help our little business grow. I got a text last night from somebody, and I believe St. Louis, from watching one of my YouTube videos, wants me to sharpen some scissors, and they're going to mail them to me. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe is it 3 times as sharp? Is it 10 times as sharp? I'm not sure. That's for you to decide. And I don't know how you would measure if it was twice as sharp or not. All right, so I'm going to go deburr. So you're asking how much do I charge to sharpen something like this? Is that what you're asking? All right, let's see how it cuts. Oh yeah. So now we're cutting crisp. Let's try the dental floss. And yeah, it cuts, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that cuts crisp. So the veterinarian would be very happy with those. A little damage on that one. All right, so there's another pair down. So these look like they've never been sharpened. So see it? They just kind of push the material away. They don't grip the material very well. So they're just dull. They're dull like me. They're dull like the sharpening process. They're dull like this video. And I can't believe y'all are watching this. Happy New Year, wherever you're at. So the ones that are not sharpened are 20 degrees. The ones that have been sharpened are 10. Somebody damaged a lot of them. Alfredo, I would not. You need the proper machine to do them right. The edge angles need to be consistent across both blades. They need to be even all along the plane. Very little pressure. I'm just barely touching it. This is the diamond wheel. It's a 240 grit diamond wheel. I'd rather do more passes than put pressure on it. Alright, so I got a little burr, so I'm going to go to my deburring machine. And I'm basically just going back there and using a Scotch-Brite wheel to take the burr off of them. No, this is basically a polishing wheel on this side. This is 240. This is much finer. This is like a Scotch-Brite. I don't know what the grit of it is. It's like a woven material. It just basically takes the burr off and does a little bit of polish on it. But these do not need to be polished. They need to have a little grip to them. Correct, more for finishing. Those are just cutting great now. Look at that. Look how sweet that cuts. Where's my... This is the more important part. This is flat dental floss. I want to make sure it cuts crisp on those, and it does. So there's another pair down. Oh, Lord. So this is my 10th pair that I've done this morning, and I only got 70 more pair to go. It'll be a long weekend. See that? It's just, it cuts, but it doesn't cut. It's a hard time grabbing it. Do you set up for the public? You mean like at a farmer's market or something like that? Is that what you're asking? I do 2 farmer's markets a month where I just sharpen knives and sewing scissors. I wouldn't do this kind of work there. I work by appointment only, basically, other than the sharpening at the farmer's market. Yeah. There used to be a guy at the Joann's near us, and I think he died. Now they've shut down Joann's. I got a couple sewing shops that I do go to. I don't go once a month, but about once a quarter I'll go there. Sewing shops are wonderful. I love the quilting ladies. Ladies that sew. I got a quilt guild that I go to once in a while. I was invited to this big quilt show as a 3-day quilt show. But they wanted like $300 a day for the booth, and I was like, no thank you. I'm not going to pay a huge fee for a booth. Oh, love it. Love the upholstery shops, man. I've got a bunch of those guys. They usually bring me stuff on the weekends. They're fantastic. And the upholstery guys pay cash. Love that. There's a lot of things in the world to be sharpened. Look at that. See, that's crisp now. See the cuts all up and down the blade. All right, we got more. If y'all want to see how much more stuff that I have to do, I've got all of those to do, and then all of these to do before Monday when they start back to work. Plus all the other knives and things that have been coming in. I did some knives a little earlier today. So busy new year. So somebody tried to sharpen these. Oh, there's actually a lot of guys that sharpen. There's a couple of them on here watching right now. Jim, make sure you say something so they can follow your YouTube channel. Home Spark Knife Sharpening. He's in Aurora, Illinois. I'm Sharpen Right Services. I'm located in League City, Texas. There's a lot of us guys out there sharpening. There's probably a couple more on here too watching. We try to support each other. Okay, this one has been sharpened before, so I'm going to take it to 10 degrees. Y'all follow Home Spark Knife Sharpening there. Follow his YouTube channel. There's Dale. Make sure you follow Dale. He's down in Central Florida. Dale, share your YouTube channel. Can't remember if it's just under your name or under your business name. Got a lot of damage right there. Happy New Year, Dale. I think that looks pretty good. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you'll hit that thumbs up button, and I also hope you'll subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down there. Yeah, man. I mean, you can see I got the fan here. I don't have my dust collection system on this bench. It's over here, you know, where the knife setup is. I need one over here. I've got lots of work to do in the shop, and I just haven't had time to do it. And I'm pretty far away from it, and this is thing. And can you hear that fan there? Jim, take a look at this. You see that fan there? That fan there is pulling out of the shop. I got it mounted on my dog fence. So it's pulling the air this way away from me. I've already got lung damage. What do you mean, Dale? Suction mount. I don't have a suction device on this port. I probably should. I need to do that. I need to rig something like that up. You know how it is. You always got ideas and can't execute. This one? Oh, I got a little steel plate on there. I glued a steel plate, little steel round thing to the back of it. It doesn't work great. Is that what you're talking about, Dale? Yeah, it's I glued it on there. It's a little, I don't know what you call it. I got a bunch of them. You can buy them from Amazon. It's got stick 'em on one side, and you just peel off the little plastic, and then your light will stick to that. I see what you're saying now. How do I sharpen scissors without a kit? What's a kit? I don't know what a kit is. This machine is specifically designed to sharpen scissors like you're talking about. Robin, you can mail them to me. All right, I gotta go deburr. Jimmy, I'm using a 240 grit diamond wheel from Continental Diamond Tools. I've had it for years. This was before Wolf Industries started offering diamond wheels for the twice as sharp. I don't know how long I've had it, but it's been a while. It works great. It's perfect for sewing scissors and things like this. Obviously, you're not going to do Salon and Barber shears with it, but it's perfect for sewing and scissors like this. Dale, somebody else usually tells me about things like this. And it's always somebody else's. It's not my idea. It's somebody else's that told me about it. So those are done. It's guys like you out there that always give me ideas, and I'll share it with other people and talk about it. This is a little bit different scissor here. Oh God. It's cutting, but rough. Exactly, man. You guys are always good about sharing stuff. I always get an idea from somebody. See somebody set up and think, oh man, I want to try that. And I try a lot of things that fail. And I move on to something else. Something that I don't like, doesn't work well for me, might work great for somebody else. Oh, I didn't check the edge. I'm talking and getting distracted and doing bad work. I think that's going to be all right there. See, I need more light on this bench over here. And I don't have a really good spot to put the twice as sharp. I keep it in a toolbox when I'm not using it. Well, Andrew, I try to share information. If somebody calls me or texts me or asks me a question, I'll try to answer their questions. I got nothing to hide. Now, if you want training and serious training, like a day, I have to charge something because when I'm training somebody, I'm losing my day of producing income. Make sense? I don't think these are either one. What is that? Here we go. How about these? Van Winkle. Which one is this one? I can never remember the names. Is that a Metz or a Mayo? There's a straight. Yeah, I have one of those Harbor Freight lights on the bench behind me. I have no way of putting anything above me here. I can't mount to the ceiling because of the garage door. So I'd have to build a level on this bench, and I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, it just takes, you just got to get used to it. It's taken me years to get that skill down, Dale. All right, be right back. So I know there's a particular name for these type of scissors. I just don't know what it is. So now they're cutting very clean, very nice. Tips cutting fine material very well. Got out of sequence there. I'm just kind of grabbing what's over there. Cut the wires. What wires? I don't cut wires. All right, so this is a little pair of scissors of some kind. Didn't look like these have been sharpened before, and they look like a negative edge. That looks pretty good. It's about 10 degrees. Suture scissor, okay, that makes sense. I knew they were used in the medical field, I just didn't know what they were called. And I always get the names of the different tools all messed up and never remember which is which. You must be in the medical field to know this then. They're different pair to pair. Manufacturer to manufacturer. And it also depends on if somebody else has sharpened them before. Like several of these pair have been sharpened by somebody else, and they had two different beveled edges on them. Two different angles. Yep, even on the same scissor. I try to copy the angle as much as I can, unless it's just so bad. Like a couple of these pairs are so bad that I had to create better angles, better edge angles on them. The veterinary clinic does not care what the edge angle is. They want them to cut. All right, deep Deburring. See how they cut? Oh yeah, much better. So I should buy some suture is what I should buy. That would be the best thing to test these probably with. Well, I hope you subscribe. Check out the other videos on my channel. We get a little bit of income from our YouTube channel every month. Helps us buy abrasives and things. All right, so those are done. Some of these I won't do on this machine. I've got another machine that I'm going to use these on, sharpen these on. I'll use my flat hone for some of them and freehand some of them. Let me clean some of this mess up. What really works, the material that works really well to tell me this is nitrile glove. See how it pushes and then doesn't cut? The nitrile glove seems to, it gives me more of a feel than anything else, especially prior to sharpening. So these won't cut that. They're not going to cut much, you know? So it doesn't look like these have been sharpened before, they're just dull. And so I look at the inside edge, and in the light, I got a light here, I got a light here. Of course, this one, I can see the damage on that edge right there. And so I want to fix that. Yeah, it's little gouges, little rough patch areas. I have a microscope. We can look at it under the microscope, but there's no need to do that. And so I got the angle right. 10 degrees is what these were. These look like they've never been sharpened. And so I just run it along that diamond wheel until that damage is gone. And this damage is gone, and I got a little burr on there. So now we go to the honing wheel. Basically, the honing wheel just flips that burr back over. This one's about 10 degrees. These new, or if they haven't been sharpened before, seem to be about 10 degrees. I do on knives. I use leather on some knives, but not on these. You don't want them. You don't want these polished. They need to grip. And if you over polished them, you over polish the edge, they're not going to grip. And if they won't grip, they won't cut the material they're cutting. The only time I ever use leather is on like a Japanese knife, or if somebody wants their pocket knife polished edge. In my opinion, sharpeners over polish a lot of things. You want some tooth to it. Yes, much finer, Dale. The one, it's like 100 grit that comes from the factory. It's way too rough. All right, feels better. Let's see. Oh yeah, see that? So now it cuts through the material with no problem. Will it cut this really fine stuff? Let's see. No problem. All the way down the blade at the tip. So those are sharp. It'll be 11 years next month that I've been doing this. This month, wait a minute. It's January, it's already January. So this is my 10th anniversary, 11th anniversary. Started in 2015. And Jimmy, you know, you can get them used all the time. There's always somebody selling them. So see, this one's not cutting through the tip. D2 material, I would use probably a 3M Cubitron to start, and then Trizac belts on down from there. D2's not a problem. Jimmy, you already have a twice as sharp, don't you? I thought so, yeah. I see somebody selling them from time to time. I have 2 of them also, and I don't need another one. I tell people, don't buy a new one. The average sharpener lasts 2 years before they give up. There's always something on the cheap out there. Have a good one, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Well, look at all those people watching out there. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. I'm trying to get to 18,000 subscribers. So I hope you also hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. Hey Dale, I just saw a Hirito. Can't remember where I saw it. on one of those Facebook groups. And did you ever talk to John Kuipers over in Jupiter? Oh, that'd be wonderful. It'd be wonderful to be variable speed and reversible. It would be fantastic. Dale, you need to talk to, and I'll text you John Kuiper's number if you haven't talked to him. You need to talk to John. When I get finished this afternoon, I'll text you, and maybe we can talk. If you want the Hirito, he knows where there's used ones. And he would be a good guy to train with since he's real close. It's like any other small business, you have to work at it. And so it's hard work. It's difficult dealing with other people when it comes to sharpening. It's hard to do quality sharpening unless you get the training. And if you're in a small town and you get a bad reputation sharpening, your business is done. If you ruin one pair of Salon shears, your reputation is done. That's why people only last 2 years. A lot of guys will get into this without proper training, using the wrong equipment. Yeah, if from John it is, I'll tell you when we talk. I'll tell you about the whole deal. I'll give you my opinion for what it's worth, Dale. I'll have some time this afternoon after 3, and if you're available, I'll text you. And if you're available, we can talk. There you go. Jimmy hit the nail on the head. He knows what he's talking about. Have a good one, Dale. I'll text you this afternoon. But you know, that 2-year time period is like for any small business. People think they can run a restaurant. You know, oh, I can cook barbecue real good. I'm gonna start a restaurant. You can go to my fodder. You can go to my YouTube channel. I've got all kinds of videos on how I sharpen thinning shears. Just search thinning shears. 93. That's funny. I've had that happen. I just had to fix a bunch of shears for one of my dog groomers that went to somebody else, and the guy ruined them. Happens all the time. It is not a new phenomenon in the 11 years I've been doing business. They're going astray. There's no question about it. If a guy comes to the shop and they need something sharpened, they're gonna get them to do it. See, that's not cutting clean. See that? Oh, sorry. See that? Will not cut. Jeff, thanks for popping in. 93 thumbs up. Can we get to 100? I need 7 more people to hit that thumbs up button. And I hope some of you subscribe to the channel because it does help our little business out. There's no loyalty, Jimmy. I figured that out. It's just the way of the world. You would think that would be the case, but that's not the case. I don't take it personally. I just keep going, keep sharpening, keep moving forward, find new clients. I will say this, the mom and pop knife, when I do for just a family with knives, the people who bring knives for me to sharpen, they're loyal. I've had the same ones for years. And the sewing people are loyal. Anytime I do sewing scissors, those people are super loyal. But the hair salons, barbers, and dog groomers, nope. And they'll talk smack about you too. You can be right 9 out of 10 times. You make one mistake, they're going to talk smack about you. All right, 102. Thank you, folks. Appreciate that very much. It means a lot to me. Just don't take anything personally. If you get your feelings hurt easily, any business is going to be bad for you. I don't care what you're doing. That's cutting great. Look at that. Don't take things personally. Uh-oh. I don't like that. So I'm going to redo those. That's not cutting the way I want them to. Cuts the glove pretty well. All right, I'm going to set those aside and come back at the end. Put those in the redo pile. Some of these are dirty. This is a veterinary clinic that specializes in low-cost spay and neuter. All right, guys, well, I got to go. I got a client coming in to pick up his knives. I will talk to y'all soon. I'll come back on later this afternoon. Take care.